All right, welcome back. Let's talk about who this lady is. Anybody know who this lady is? I think if you grew up in Nigeria, you probably grew up on Shania Twain. Did I pronounce that right? Shania Twain. Okay, Shania Twain. Okay. I think she's a country singer. Okay, she's the person that Beyonce is trying to take her spot now. But there's something I want us to learn here with regards to. I don't really follow her, obviously. I don't really listen to, you know. I know that there are some of our songs that I know because up to today, at least in this New York City area, they play her song all the time. And some of the oldies, they still play it all the time. Shania Twain, welcome Chinye. So I should have said it right. Thank you, Jerry. So Shania Twain, Shania, I'm still struggling. Anyway, Shania Twain. Okay. Now my brother is a big fan. Speaking of my brother, I need to bring him here so he can come and hang out with us here. I'll figure that out. Anyway, she's a country singer. I think one of the songs that I remember, the song, something like that. I don't know. I may be wrong. There's a mad person who decided to come and do landscaping today, this evening. My neighbors. Anyway, let's keep going. I think you guys can hear me clearly, right? Can you guys hear me clearly? Let me know you can hear me clearly. Just let me know that you can hear me clearly, and then we'll continue. So the key to forgiveness after an affair. First of all, let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you're right with the tune. That's me, right? That's that song, right? Yeah, the song is coming back to me, even though I don't really listen. But they still play those songs every time. They still play those songs every time. Yeah. Hold on one second. Just hold on one second. Let me see if I can get rid of that person. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm back. I had to. Jesus Christ. Okay, not to say I'm the only one hearing that too. We can hear you, no interruption. Okay. At least I told them to please go away. It's 5 o'clock. That's why I do these shows this time. Jesus Christ. But I'm back. Thank you. All right. So this topic is about the key to forgiveness after an affair. Let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Are you able to forgive an affair? Do you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how able are you to forgive an affair? That's the question that I have for you. But she has some things. Let me read this story to you. I'm reading this story right now from what do you call this thing? The People, right? People magazine. It says Shania Twain says she doesn't hate ex-husband for affair, a great mistake he has to live with. They say ex-husband, so apparently they're no longer together, and I think she might be in her 70s right now. Let me check. Oh no, she's not that old. She's only 58 years old. Okay, so she's only 58 years old, and the husband they're talking about, oh, it looks like he might have been, maybe she remarried, I don't know. But the marriage I'm looking at here says 1993 to 2010. And it might be the same person, as a matter of fact. Let me see. Anyway, let me keep reading. Shania Twain doesn't feel hatred toward her husband, Robert Mutlange, despite his affair. Now, a lot of people mix up. Forgiveness with other things like forgetting, like staying together. A lot of people mix that up, right? Not to say emotional affair, maybe, but sexual, I don't know. Welcome, D. Welcome. All right. So, I actually think emotional affair is probably much more dangerous. I think it's much more dangerous than sexual because sexual, you at least know what you're dealing with. The worst thing that can happen to people is to be obsessed with some form of closure and not being able to get the closure. And when it's emotional affair and it's tampered with trust, you might never be able to get. It depends on the personality, depends on persons to person, right? You might not be able to get that closure ever because the closure might not exist, and you'll never know because now you have to trust, and trust is a very difficult thing to build from scratch, but it's doable. People are doing it. Anyway, so Shania Twain doesn't feel hatred toward her ex-husband Robert Mutlange is his name. Okay, yeah, so they were actually married from 1993 to 2010, so it's been a minute. So this is just going to be about the lessons that I want us to get from this, okay? So she's going to kind of like teach us a little bit about forgiveness and how to attain forgiveness. As Nigerians in general, we definitely have how do I say it? We struggle with what forgiveness means. A lot of people try to use forgiveness to manipulate people. A lot of people to say just forgive, like just, right? She remarried the husband of her best friend, whom her husband cheated with, and married. Their story is crazy. Good, thank you for telling me that. So maybe we'll come back and revisit that crazy aspect of it. Now that's crazy. Okay, so I'm digging it up now. We're gonna get there. Let me see. So it says Shania Twain doesn't. I've read that a few times. During the latest episode of The Great Company with Jamie Lang podcast, the Canadian singer, 58 years old, was asked about Lang, 75, whom she married in 1993 before they split in 2008 after his affair with her close friend, Marie Ann Thiebaud. Twain has since married Mary Ann's then husband, Frederick Thiebaud, 54. Oyinbo's craziness is beyond us, obviously, right? Hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's ping everybody else into the room if you just came in. I appreciate you. Thank you. Or share. Also share, please. All right. 54 years old. The couple tied the knot in 2011 and are still going strong. All right. So she married the husband of her ex-friend who cheated with her husband, and they're still going strong 13 years later. While speaking to host Lang, I don't know how to pronounce the Link, let's just call it Link. Let's call it Link. There you go. Host Link on the May 28th episode about dealing with forgiveness in her life, she shared, forgiveness is in the family of letting go. Okay? Now, if you know anything about relationship and healing in relationship, there is no such thing unless you let go. So you might say, well, I can't forgive, but I can let go. Well, you're getting very close. That's a very nice first step. The very nice first step is to at least to know, just knowledge that in order for you to heal and enjoy the rest of your life, you're going to have to let go. And that's a very good first step in the direction of forgiveness. So she's right about that. It's in the same family, she says. Forgiveness is in the family of letting go, but forgiveness, more specifically for me anyway, is not about forgetting necessarily. Okay, so the literal meaning of forgetting is what sometimes people mix up. To forget means your memory does not withhold the information, the issue much longer. It doesn't mean you can't pull it out, but it's not something that's lingering at the surface of your mind. You're able to let go and move on. Right? All right. Let's keep going. It's about understanding the other person, and that might mean that they're wrong. Okay, so That's another angle to it, right? So again, the literal meaning of forgetting. To forget means, let's ask Google. To forget means fail to remember. Okay? Meaning to literally like you can't even remember. Right? My wife was trying to remind me about a couple client that we had some years back. I had to go dig up the information to remember. I literally don't remember. I don't. Okay. She was trying to tell me, and she was trying to like, what? You forgot? I'm like, yeah, done. Forgot. Right? That's forget. That's the literal meaning of forgetting, right? But when it comes to when it comes to healing in relationships, right? It's a little bit different. So we have to add context. So we're never going to ask you to forget, and then your brain cannot remember anymore. That's literally impossible, right? Unless you had some kind of amnesia, something tampered with your brain, the memory of your brain, you will remember. If you remember, but it doesn't have to be at the surface of what's bothering you, okay? Of things that are bothering you on the surface, like it was when it was fresh, when it was raw. So she says it's about understanding the other person, and that might mean that they are wrong. They might be wrong, but you understand. They can still be wrong while you understand. You know how we tend to, we also tend to mix up the idea of understanding the person's behavior with justifying them. You guys have done that to me here, but a lot of you understand me better now. But you guys did that to me in the beginning. We're trying to understand what happened, what was going on behind the scenes of a person's brain. Like, are you trying to justify it? No, you're not trying to justify it. That's not trying to justify it. That's you getting stuck with you have to judge that person. They must go to hellfire now. You're stuck in that space. While you might actually be right, they might be going to hellfire. For your own good, for your own healing, you will need to engage understanding the other person. Understanding the other person is not the same thing as justifying them, as saying that they are right. And plus, you're not God. You're not going to be the ultimate decider of if somebody is right or wrong. All you can do is have your own opinion. That's it. It's all about understanding the other person. She's still talking, and that might mean that they're wrong. Maybe you believe forever that whatever they did was wrong. Okay? It might mean that. Okay? They're asking this question from her. Let me show you. I think this was their picture together. I think she was much younger here. All right. Welcome, Marriott. Welcome. Chinye, remind me, what was wild? The story. Okay, the story is wild, right? Hey, well, listen, she found love with the husband of her ex-friend who cheated with her husband. No be juju with that one. I don't know. Nigerians do crazy stuff too, by the way. You might not, maybe they don't get the kind of coverage these ones get. Anyway, let's keep going. So, Twain, who shares son Ija, 22, with her ex, later added, "Do I hate my ex-husband for making a mistake? No. It's his mistake, not my mistake." That's a good point. So sad for him that he made such a great mistake that he has to live with. And I don't know what that is, but that's not my weight. She continued. You're Still the One. Is that the song I was singing earlier? You're Still the One, right? Hitmaker has spoken openly about her tough childhood and the emotional and physical abuse she endured at the hands of her stepfather, Jerry. She had her own issues. During the discussion about forgiveness, Twain said, "My father's a better example, okay? Because this is someone that I totally forgive." She had to forgive. She had to forgive her. She said she had to forgive her stepfather, right? I think this is the new husband who used to be the husband of the ex The one that she had never heard. Who used to be the husband of her ex-best friend? And Thibod. All right. So now her own last name, Frederick Thibod, right? Her own last name now is Frederick. She's now Shania Twain Thibod, and they are going 14 years strong. Go figure. All right. So maybe they were both hurt, and they were taking care of each other. Think about that. Right? They were both hurt, and they were taking care of each other. You know, they were trauma bonding. Some people say if you get started as trauma bonding, it can never last. Says who? We know now for a fact that it can last as long as for 13 years. We now know that. Okay, stop the cap. Anything is possible. We just don't want to live our life around that. We want to also pay attention to the chances that anything is possible. Shout out to Brother Beno for the $10 super chat. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you, Brother Ben.
Nigeria don't report so at you cause our call.
Don't worry, they won't drag you today. They won't. Now we're getting closer to the goal. The goal is $300 for the month. We're at $263 for the month. So thank you so much, Uncle Ben, for helping us. Uncle Beno, for helping us get closer. Welcome Beyond Braids. All right, so let's continue the story here that we're covering. She goes on to say, I understand that he wasn't well, that you don't act certain ways unless there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with your stability, the musician added. She's talking about the ex, the father of her son. I feel bad that he had those problems, so it's not for him, not for you, you know, so it's very hard to hate or not be able to forgive somebody that you believe. It's very hard not to be able to forgive somebody that you believe. Twain continued. He's a human being that deserves empathy and understanding. I think we all do, you know. If you're a criminal, just cause you don't hate your own parents, or I'm speaking for myself, you know. Twain, whose mother Sharon and stepfather Jerry died in a 1987 car accident, went on. Twain's, let me see here. Let's see here. Yeah, anyway, so the Grammy-winning songstress said now husband Thibod handled the news much better than she did at the time, because that one was cheated on by Twain's ex-best friend. He was so thoughtful about it all that he trauma bonded with you. You're not married for the last 13 years. It was not cool with him, but he was smarter about it, she said. I was uncontrollably fragile over it, which I had never felt before, ever before. I thought for once I was stable. I really believed that I'm safe, so that really devastated me. I really believe that I'm safe, so that really devastated me. I think more than any other instability I've ever felt. Twain added at the time. All right, so there you have it. It's not easy for anybody to go the experience of betrayal. A lot of people are dealing with betrayal, unfortunately, in their relationship, and a lot of people get stuck in that cycle for a long time, potentially for the rest of their lives. Potentially they're not able to heal and even move on into new relationships. All right, anyway, do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. All right, I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Lola.
And this is Ola from Man of Prestige.
Did you know that nearly 50% of marriages end in divorce?
Studies also show that children raised in two-parent households tend to thrive.
If you're struggling in a broken relationship or marriage, you're not alone in facing these challenges.
But having a solid support system is crucial. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.